And welcome back. We have a couple guests here today from Mission Audiology. We have Sunny McBride, welcome, and Dana Ryan.
Yes.
And first, I was looking over this, and that you kind of transitioned down here. You have a place in the South Bay as well.
Right. I'm founded South Bay Hearing and Balance Center about 7 years ago. And we've become the largest hearing care providers in Torrance and in the South Bay. And so we do diagnostic audiology, but we also provide cutting-edge hearing technology for people with hearing problems. And we've been highly successful in what we've done. And so about a year ago, we opened up a new office here in Mission Viejo, just on La Paz. And Mission Audiology has provided hearing care in that location for about 25 years. I took my best hearing care provider, Dana Ryan, and gave her an opportunity to have an office on her own. And so she's working in Mission Audiology.
Oh, okay. And what got you into working in this field?
Well, this is actually a second career for me. So my first career was in law, and that's a different matter.
Yes.
But I came and worked for Sunny on a different in a different avenue, and when I got down there and started listening to people's stories, and Sunny said, wow, why don't you find out you'd be a great healthcare provider? So I figured out how to get educated and qualified and licensed, and so I've been doing it probably for about 6 years now.
Okay, well, I guess whether it's hearing loss or being in law, the key thing is you want people to listen well and hear well, right?
Absolutely.
So there's kind of a connection there. And what makes your location, Mission Audiology, special compared to, is it very similar when you move down the practice from here to there? Did you sort of carbon copy it, or is it different?
We did. It was very different moving to, it was like Sunny said, it's been there maybe 25 years, including the equipment and everything. So we came down with a new vision, and based on the practice up in Torrance, which Sunny started out, brought me along, and now it's got 6 providers up there. It's big, lots of information, lots of different avenues to go. So when we came down here, our first mission was to bring it up to date. So we've got all new state-of-the-art equipment, whatever you can imagine in the field, we've got it down there now. And we remodeled to make it more efficient and beautiful.
And Sunny, when you were looking for another location, what made you choose down here? I mean, you chose a practice that was already there, correct?
Right. Right. The former audiologist was retiring, and as I said, she'd been at that location herself for 10 years. And so she had a good nucleus of patients that we were going to be working with. We know that there are great senior communities down here. We also know that the baby boomers are getting older day by day, and I'm one of those. And so, you know, there's just this huge swelling of people that need hearing health care. It's important to have great hearing to maintain the active lifestyles that we all want. None of us want to think of ourselves as being imperfect in any way. And great hearing is very key to good health, good social relationships, and things like that. So we really try to specialize in very personable care. We're happy to work with people who have had challenges elsewhere, who have had difficulty finding solutions that work for them. And we believe that with our expertise and the technology that we have at our fingertips, we're happy to tackle the tough problems to help make people hear better.
And how's the technology changed? What are you seeing today that maybe was not around even 5 years ago?
Well, the technology in hearing devices, if that's what you're talking about.
Yes.
First of all, the buzzword in all technology today is noise cancelers. And if you talk to anyone who has a hearing impairment, noise is the #1 thing that is really difficult for them. So the noise cancelers today are outstanding. And they're easily demonstratable within the office. You can demonstrate how they function in noise, which is you know, a good tool. Also, many people have what's called tinnitus. And there's no cure for it, but a lot of the devices have capability to manage that for them. Let's see what else. There's today the baby boomers, and of course I'm one of them, are demanding in terms of technology. So the very latest and greatest in hearing devices now pair with your iPhone, and you can use your iPhone to manage your hearing in any environment, which is really quite a breakthrough.
Yeah, if you can imagine, you can go into a restaurant and you can take your iPhone out and you can adjust, well, let's see, do I want a little more treble or a little more bass? How can I hear better? Do I want a little more volume or not? And nobody knows you're doing anything because it just looks like you're working with your iPhone. And then you can set that iPhone on the table. It has a directional microphone.
Oh, really?
So I can sit and point it at you across the table, and it's going to focus in on your voice and cut down the background noise around you. And if you're in a place, say you go to the same restaurant every Friday night, and you really like this place, you can geotag it in your phone so that the next time you walk in there, your phone's just going to tell your hearing aid to readjust it to the settings that you already managed.
It's amazing.
So,
and people love it.
In the past, people wanted, you know, everything to not show and be invisible because they were embarrassed they were wearing hearing aids. And now, for the first time, it's really cool. Look what I can do. You know? And so it's really changing things for people.
And what about people who have these type of hearing aids? How often do you have to either, I don't know if you recharge the batteries or change them? What do you...
So the batteries in hearing aids are actually the same that they've been for many, many years. The hearing aids have computer chips in them and just a huge amount of technology. Therefore, the batteries last about 5 days. Easy to change. You can get several models with actual battery chargers if changing batteries is an issue. Also, one of the state-of-the-art hearing aids today is an extended wear disposable called the Lyric. You don't change those batteries at all. The whole device is changed every 2 to 3 months.
Really?
About 10 minutes, you come into our office and we'll take it out, reload your prescription into a new one. So you don't have to change anything then.
Oh, that's
or
nice.
manage
that's
anything.
Really nice.
Yeah, so that's the smallest hearing aid that's made right now, and we measure your ear and insert it so it sits 4 millimeters from the eardrum. Totally invisible, nobody can see it. Stays in day and night for 2 months.
Wow.
So you never take, you know, some people as we get older, we have poor manual dexterity. So these people, you don't have to worry about putting the hearing aid in and out. You don't have to worry about changing the batteries. When the battery dies, you come back and see us. We throw it away, put a new one in.
And it can, if somebody swims, it can stay in and all?
Generally, if it's a good tight fit.
It depends. And you know what? There are solutions. There's always solutions. So yes. But showering, playing in the pool, and that kind of thing,
no problem.
No problem.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
And besides hearing aids, what other type of services do you offer? Can people come in and just, if they're worried about their hearing, can they come in and just say, can I just get a hearing test?
Well, we have a saying, and that is, you should get your eyes checked every year. You certainly should get your teeth checked every year. And as we get older, you should get your hearing checked also. Because hearing loss occurs so gradually that a lot of people just make accommodations for it, and they don't really realize what problem it's causing. And certain conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, and things like that can all lead to hearing loss. And so it's important to maintain your health to have good hearing. So we do regular hearing evaluations, we can clean ears, you know, sometimes earwax is the only problem.
Very good.
And in terms of full service, we absolutely encourage, we're glad to fix whatever we can, adjust whatever we can, and make your hearing the best possible. So yeah.
I'm going to throw you a curveball. All right, here's a curveball. Since we just flew back yesterday from vacation, and as you know, sometimes when you're on a plane, especially coming in Orange County, you're at sea level, your ears plug up because of the pressure. And it happened to me a little bit, certainly happened to my daughter who's 7. What's the proper way to alleviate that? It happens to everyone.
So if you know that you
without damaging your ears, of course.
It's always helpful to just kind of try to keep popping them as you come
we chewed gum. And that kind of
But there are small earplugs called ear planes, almost like airplanes, but ear planes. And you can usually get them in drugstores over by the kind of contact lens solution. And they're earplugs that have little flanges on them.
Oh,
and
okay.
so when you're at high altitude in the airplane, if you insert them in your ears before you begin the descent, it's usually the descent that gives people the problem.
Right, exactly,
Right.
yeah.
And so if you put the earplanes in your ear, it very gradually changes the air pressure. So you don't, hopefully you don't get that lock going on.
Great idea.
And actually, my recommendation to everybody, if you don't have that, is to wear ear protection on a plane. It's very hard on your hearing.
Just the regular
Ear
kind
plugs,
you use, like when I'm doing, we're using power tools around the house, one of those kinds.
It's I flew in yesterday from vacation as well, and when I took one out to talk to the flight attendant, I go, wow, it's noisy in here, so it's a good protection.
And a lot of people aren't comfortable wearing commercially available earplugs. And so Dana can make custom molded earplugs. So now if you live with someone who snores and you really want a good night's sleep, you know, we can make sleeping plugs.
That would be my wife living with me.
Send her on
living
over.
with me, because I'm a snorer.
We can make noise plugs if you work with power tools or things like that.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Absolutely.
Those little ones that, you know, you buy at Home Depot, you put them in, they fall out.
Exactly.
You shove them in as much as you can.
They're annoying as much as they're helpful.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, great. So there it is. If you're somebody who wants a custom molded ear protection device, and maybe your hearing's fine, go see Dana and Sunny and at Mission Audiology. That's a great tip right there. That is wonderful.
Because prevention is important.
Once
just
it's
as
gone,
important. Yeah.
it doesn't come back.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's you're on La Paz and
Crescenta.
And
Crescenta.
Crescenta. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Just off the 5 freeway.
Well, and their number is 949-855-7898. Ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Having you on. All right, we'll be back. Yeah, we just flew in.